As we said, the conjoined twins separation was a challenge, and it was a challenge, multimodal challenge. So the teams at the specialty hospital worked together in a joint effort. The secret to success. The assessment team is headed by a comprehensive multimodality team approach is mandated. The team is divided into assessment team, management team, and post-operative care. And this, the assessment team was headed by the pediatric service and in collaboration with the imaging development. As they are Siamese twins, our aim was to make sure where they are joined and where they are separated. The management operation team by the pediatric surgeon with the anesthesia and any extra services requested by the pediatric surgeon. The post-operative team is headed by a pediatric intensivist, Dr. Said al-Mughrabi, in collaboration with the pediatric service and the anesthetic service and the pediatric surgeons. To get a good outcome of such cases, normal cardiac and vascular structure for both twins. This was most important for us to make sure that the two children have separate circulation and separate hearts. Fortunately, the case tended to be such as that, and that they were joined by one pericardium, but with separate hearts and separate circulation. When these two children, two twins were presented, their combined weight was about 4 kilograms. The aim and the protocol is to get them to a combined weight of 10 kilograms, and this was achieved by after 5 months. This is their story. Muhammad and Ahmed Bakhiti. Yeah. They were delivered by cesarean section at 36 weeks in Yemen, in a hospital in Yemen, and they were diagnosed intrauterine. So the cesarean section was elective at 36 weeks. As we said, diagnosed antenatally. The birth weights of the babies were, when they were born, they had good Apgar scores when they were born. So that's an encouraging sign. Go on. They came to Amman, Jordan on the 6th of February 2021. In relatively good condition. Their combined weight that's in July, was nearly 9 kilograms. Muhammad is slightly larger than Ahmed, and the pulse rate, they were, their hearts were beating at different rates, which guaranteed a separate circulation. That's their presentation. They were afebrile and in good condition. Below the umbilicus, they were separate. They had separate genitalia and separate lower limbs. And one of them had a hypospadia. Both had their bilateral descendant testicles, so they were all right. Yeah. That's their imaging. You can see where they are joined at the sternum, the abdomen, and their lower limbs and genitals are free. And luckily, we found that the heart is just a one pericardium with two hearts. As we said, multimodal approach is mandatory, and the simulation meetings, and every time we have the minutes drawn. We have done that slide. Okay. More.
Anesthesia management.
Before we, right, okay. Let's talk about the anesthetic management. Okay. Involvement from day one in their care. We attended every meeting. We planned their pre-operative care. We were consulted to do peripheral lines for them. We changed their cannulas and IV access many times, frequently by 22 gauge cannula. After discussion with the surgeons and the radiology, we declined to offer any anesthetic service during imaging because you need special equipment, you need special machines, you need a full protocol for their anesthesia. So the imaging was done without any anesthesia at all. As I said, participating in the weekly meetings, and 3 days before the operation, we went into a dry run. We checked everything, the equipment, the machines, the theaters, the infusion pumps, and difficult intubation equipment. And we sterilized the theaters with robotic ultraviolet radiation. A brand new vaporizer and circuits. The anesthetic team combined of 3 consultant anesthetists and 2 anesthetic technicians. Dr. Tahboub, myself, was the anesthetic lead for that team. On the operation day, the 3rd of July, twins presented with the recommended weight of 10 kilograms, transferred from pediatric ICU with the oxygen mask, with saturation, ASIMO oximeter, all equipment tested before introduction, with the full difficult intubation equipment ready for, including fiber optic, 2 anesthetic machines, and there was no cross circulation between the twins. Full emergency drugs prepared, atropine, noradrenaline, etc. Monitoring equipment included temperature, ECG, heart rate oximetry, 2 oximeters, capnography, invasive arterial blood pressure, CVB, central venous pressure, intake and output, blood gases, and inhalational concentration of sevoflurane. The induction was deep inhalational anesthesia using sevoflurane and oxygen. And as they were deep, we couldn't raise the saturation and stop breathing spontaneously. By bag and mask, we couldn't raise the saturation above 92, 93, which was inadequate for a trial of intubation. So we used the laryngeal mask, size 1, and we put the laryngeal mask. This is the laryngeal mask, size 1. Laryngeal mask size 1. It's an airway management tool. It's not an endotracheal tube which sits above the larynx, and we could achieve saturation of between 98 and 100% with laryngeal mask. So we were relaxed that we could do our trials of intubation, routine trials. As oximetry was, saturation was very good with the laryngeal mask, and I think using the laryngeal mask in the separation of the Siamese twins is a world first. I haven't read the literature at all that anybody else used it, but we had to use it because it improved the saturation of the twins. We were relaxed because the saturation were okay, and intubation of both twins on 3rd attempt was achieved with a free, non-cuffed tube. Right? After intubation, we did the vaso blood pressure, central venous lines, and we started the anesthesia. Anesthesia induction time took about 1 hour. After separation, baby Muhammad was transferred to the adjoining theater, maintenance oxygen air and sevoflurane with an infusion of Nimbix and remifentanil. When we choose Nimbix, which is a long-acting relaxant, because the plan was to ventilate them for at least a week because of the close approximation, which increases the intra-abdominal and intrathoracic pressure. Fluids, we give them blood and dextrose saline, stable during operations, transferred to ICU, escorted by 2 consultant anesthetists. ICU management was done by the pediatric intensivist, Dr. Hussein Mughrabi. He called us frequently just to stand by any problems with the food, suction or anything, and we frequently changed the CVP. Rather than putting a new line in, we just took the line out and fed before that we fed the wire, and then we inserted a catheter over wire technique using to change the central venous lines for them. Baby Muhammad was extubated at the 11th of June, that's 8 days after the operation, and baby Ahmed was extubated at the 12th of June, 9 days after the surgery. Both were fully ventilated, fully relaxed during the before intubation because of the increase in intra-abdominal pressure and increase in intrathoracic pressure. And when they were ready for extubation, they were extubated on the 11th and the 12th. Both babies are in good health now. Okay. Right. As we are addressing British audience as well, this is snow in Amman last year. They don't know that we have snow in Amman, which snows every year nearly. But this is the snow of Amman last year. You remember it. The cars are covered in snow. It doesn't show very much. This is Dr. Tareq Tahboub in his first anesthetic specialist post at Zayed Military Hospital 40 years ago. And from this, we have done great to this. فنحن نتكلم فيه عن الله سبحانه وتعالى from this to this إلى يومنا هذا ونردد إليه. أتصحو أنفؤك غير الصاحي عشية عن صحابك بالرواحي يقول العادلات عليك شيء هذا الشيء يمنع من مراحي. فشكرا إن رددتني ريشي وإن أقمت القوادم في جناحي ألستم خير من ركب المطايا وأندى العالمين ركب مراحي. بارك الله فيكم وشكرا لحسن استماعكم وشكرا مرة ثانية. As I said, our colleagues at the Royal Medical Services changed it in a more difficult circumstances. Babies were days old on the 11th of December 2012. And I mentioned our the names of the anesthetists, and I think the surgeons were Dr. Rahmat and Vitali. The twins did not survive, unfortunately. So this is the first time that a successful Siamese twins was separated in Jordan, and they can go home, but due to the situation in war-torn Yemen, they are still in Amman, but in perfectly good health. So it's the first successful. It's not the first time that it was tried. Yes, first they were young. Their weight was less. It was not in an emergency situation, and both twins died. I don't know the details, but they did not survive. One survived for a week, and I think one died of the day. But there was no anesthetic. So I mentioned the names of our colleagues as pioneers in that field. But this is the first successful separation of twins. And it shows the high standard of medicine in Jordan, it shows the high standard of medicine at the specialty hospital, the dedication of the teams, and my very special thanks was to Dr. Fawzi Al-Hamouri, the director of the hospital, who assembled this team and headed that effort, and the Dr. Layla Kitanji, the pediatric cardiologist, who helped me with this lecture. Thank you very much. Yes. Any questions? This is the paper. Yeah.
What would be the expenses that they have shared circulation concerning anesthesia? I know it's a broad question, but
yes.
Genuine.
Yes. Yes. That means any drug that's needed by one of them will be different to the other one. That's, one circulation has been one recipient of any drug that you give. It will affect both. Help the separation of circulation at least. And cardiac stability and cardiac separated circulation is the main factor of survival in such cases. Number one, and separate circulation. If it was a joint circulation, it's much more difficult to deal with, and the mortality rate is higher. And as I said, separate circulations, separate cards, is the main factor determining the outcome of such a And there are stages of severe twins, joint at the heart, joint at the brain, joint. This is a good one, and we are happy for the outcome that it was successful. And our best wishes for the two twins and to the people of Yemen that their health system will be back and they will be able to treat such cases in their own country. Thank you very much. Yes. Yeah.